Alright, we've got dice. We got dew. Let's play some Baldur's Gate. Alright, we're going to create a new character. That new character will be female. Custom art. And we are... Go. Alright, so this art here took me a while to track down. It belongs to Alina. Hold on, I've got my notes right here. This portrait belongs to Alina Glinskaya. She is a Russian fantasy horror novelist. She does not translate her works into English, however. So if you really want to read it, I'll put a link in the description for all of our Russian fluent folks. It took me a lot of time with Google Translate to find her novel. It was night, and it lasted for eternity. This piece of character art I actually got from Invariatate Concordia, which is a Baldur's Gate fan site. They have some a nice portrait pack. I respect how they cite their sources, and I don't really fault them for not citing a Russian author/illustrator who has not been translated into English. But I wanted to be careful. This is YouTube. I know a lot of YouTubers get slammed for copyright infringement. And moreover, I want to acknowledge an artist. I don't know who Glinskaya is, but hey, this is a pretty nice picture. You actually can't see the wolf in the picture. There's a wolf to the side of her. It's been trimmed down so that it's just the face. But that's going to be her. So went with that for the pointy ears because we've got a half-elf. Going half-elf rather than human because humans don't get any love unless you are dual classing, which I'm not planning to do. With this, at least I get infravision and 30% resistance against charm and sleep. Class. Gave a lot of thought to class. Gonna go with Druid. Why Druid? Because I've played this game a lot, and I have not really played a dedicated healer. Not just dedicated healer, but like a divine spellcaster. So with Druid, I get to experience that for the first time, despite many playthroughs of Baldur's Gate back in the day. I'm going to go with Avenger, not Totemic. Totemic gives up space shapeshift for a summon, which is good. I think it's an improvement over the base Druid in a lot of ways. Shapeshifter is interesting, but I'm not interested because these abilities to turn into a werewolf, apparently late game, like Baldur's Gate 2, this really falls off in terms of usefulness. Also, can't wear any armor. That kinda hurts. And then no other shape-shifting abilities rather than the werewolf. So not interested. Then we get Avenger. I really like Avenger for many reasons. This Avenger gets, you get -2 strength and con, and that does hurt, but it's kind of nice in that it forces me to think like a caster. I can't just toss on some high strength and pretend to be a melee combatant. I've got to be a caster with this. In addition, they do get to wear armor, though it's just leather, but that's kind of an advantage because there are some good leather armors in the game that I don't often use because they just don't keep up with the studdeds and the chains and all the full plate running around. So 2 disadvantages that are also fun. I can get behind that. Then in exchange for that, you get all this other cool stuff. The shapeshift gets upgraded. These forms are really awesome, especially Sword Spider and Fire Salamander. I can poison casters. They're both hasted, so like you move extra fast. It's great. Then you get bonus spells on your spell list, which, along with this, penalty to strength and con, forces me to think like a caster. This chromatic orb is awesome. Can't wait to cast it. All right, I'm blabbing too much. I just need to click around. Abilities. Now, I'm going for about 88 here. Now, I've, like most Baldur's Gate players, have spent a lot of time on this screen. Hopefully, this does not take too long. If it does, I do know enough about video editing that I can create a cut. But I'm hoping that it can be seen just how many clicks it took to make my protagonist of this ambitious Let's Play series. As I click, I would like to take the moment to acknowledge that Baldur's Gate and I go a long way back. Shout out to Mr. Adam Brown, who was the man who introduced me to this game. Childhood friend, married another childhood friend. Haven't seen him much lately, as I currently live in South Korea, but a lot of fondness for him and for all that he taught me about being a nerd. Adam was... Aha! There we go! Adam initially took this game and burnt a copy of it after downloading it on MIRC with painstaking amounts of time. And let's see, I guess we'll make that a 9. Yeah, great. Alright, took him a long time to do it, but he did it and downloaded it for us and gave everyone a copy. It took him forever. That was on like the old 1X CD burners. And I remember being excited when 4X CD burners came out because he'd spent so long burning these for us. And thank you, Beamdog, for making an excellent port of one of my favorite games and allowing me to, as an adult, finally pay for this game that has brought me so much joy. Alright, let's prep 3 Cure Light Wounds. Another improvement. Beamdog made a lot of subtle improvements to the game. One of them being that here in the Memorize Spells screen, you can actually click a spell more than once and prep multiple copies of it instead of being forced to say, okay, I'll take one of that, one of that, one of that, and then immediately rest when you get in the game. Alright, appearance. I haven't thought about this one, but I like the dark hair. That matches the portrait. I want it to match the portrait. Let's go with pale skin. Fairly pale skin. Maybe that? No, that's not very pale looking. Dun, dun, dun. Just kind of ashen. I don't want ashen. Well, I think that's about as pale as it gets. Alright, color scheme. Looks like whites and browns. No whites to speak of. I guess that color should be brown. We'll do brown there, white there. Okay, that kind of looks like the fur-trimmed cloak. Done with that. Alright, sound set. I did look around for sound sets. Tried to find one that I liked. I couldn't. The quality of recording for custom things that people have made or ripped from video games is just awful. So we'll listen to these sound sets and pick one out for her. Not quite sure which one I'm going with yet, so we'll just listen to them all in turn.
To battle! This is where I should be. I grow weary.
It sounds a little mature for the arts.
All will die. None other than me should be in this place. Ugh, I shall be asleep on my feet if I do not rest soon.
Absolutely not. In part because it doesn't fit my understanding of the game background. These characters, they don't have... Hang on, I just dropped something. I need to make sure I'm still recording my voice. There we go. What was I saying? Oh, in the story, you're raised by Gorion, who is this well-spoken sage from Candlekeep. So why would you have an accent?
Your life shall be mine. I deserve to be leader. We should rest now. I need sleep.
A little too sinister.
Death will come swiftly for you.
No.
Go, go, go! Everybody listen to me now.
That was a full day's work.
Let's do something.
Alright, top candidate so far.
Now you're going to be sorry! I've always been leadership material.
Oh, that long E on the bean. No way. And I think this one's British.
Who's in for it now?
Yeah. Alright, so female 4 it is. Alright, now give a lot of thought to this name, Nysara. Talk more about that when I'm actually playing. And now for the biography. Clear it. And Gorion snatched the ball spawn away from a sacrificial altar. He found the frail brave to already be on death's door. Riddled with corrupting magic, she soon fell into a fitful sleep from which she could not be roused. Venturing back to Candlekeep through the Cloakwood, Gorion was beset by shadow druids who offered to help treat the ailing child. At sunset, the druids placed the girl on the roots of a great oak tree sacred to Sylvanus, the Oak Father. At dawn, the child awoke renewed, a sign that Sylvanus himself had interceded on her behalf to shield her from the foulness that had almost claimed her soul. Today, Nysara spends her winters with the Shadow Druids, learning their secret camps and magics. The rest of her time she spends at Candlekeep, studying languages, diplomacy, and art as Gorion's ward. But her destiny is about to catch up to her here in the land of Baldur's Gate. Alright, there she is. Nysara, female half-elf druid avenger. Let's play.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
Ah, it's so satisfying.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
10,000 gold piece book entry. You always wear a big Kidder Winthrop. That gets funnier very nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not quite so often. Thanks. Sure, what do you have? Alright. So, getting ready to set out on adventure. No idea why, but handed 140 gold, which is a pretty sizable coin purse. Thus, Nysara will purchase the weapons that she was trained by the Shadow Druids to wield. Bullets are cheap. She has no idea how long the adventure will last, so she will buy 3 full sacks of them. Leather armor, the only armor she feels comfortable in. 18 dex, restrictive. Nice buckler, also fitting with her training. Let's see here. Anything else that she needs? Helmets? Nah. Let her hair flow. Add to equip. Just leave that stick on the ground here. Winthrop can clean that up. And there we are. AC 3, pretty good starting out. In no small part due to that 18 dexterity. Let's see.
What do you
Now,
need?
I recognize this guy
Don't
over
worry
here.
about me.
Firebead Elvenhair.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
This iron crisis upon us. The trip from Baragost was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Gorine's ward, aren't you? Now you have come into your own, if you would permit an old man jealous of youth to say so. I left an identify scroll with Tethro in the inner grounds. Should be done examining it by now, so if you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Look, Firebead, I don't know what's going on. I might need that scroll. Fine, for you.
I've got this.
I have time. Tethtoril. Oh, Tethtoril.
Hey,
I don't
it's
see him.
me,
I'm not
Ellen.
talking to him. I'm not spending any time in this tutorial. Alright, let's see. I'm surprised that stuffy old Gorion let you away from your studies and chores. That old fiddle-faddle. I snuck off too. Old Puffguts Winthrop was looking for me, but I've got all day to do his chores. You have time for a story today? No, I can tell you don't. What have you been up to? Afraid I cannot chat today, little one. My foster father wishes me to prepare for a journey, but will not say to where. Little one? I'm not much younger than you, though you sure got tall fast. Relatively, anyway. Journey, eh? I never get to travel. Wish I could go with you. Yep, I really wish I could. Yes, ma'am, really do. Alright, I get the message. I'll ask if you can go with us. Don't be silly. Gorion would never let you finish the sentence, especially after what that letter of his said. Or did I say that? No, of course I didn't. Never saw no letter. Nope. I'll just get back to work now. You better go. Gorion is waiting. Sorry, Firebead.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you.
This is very unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It is very important that you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, for there is no time to tarry. The keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. Please, Father, tell me where we will be going. Alas, I cannot, for I have not truly decided yet. All that is certain is that we will be far safer on the move. Perhaps the woods might offer some secluded security, or perhaps the city of Baldur's Gate would offer cover amidst its teeming throngs of people. I do not know where we shall end up, but I have a few friends here and there. I will think on this. Okay, I'm ready to go right now.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them. Let's hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I will explain everything as soon as there is time. Wait, there is something wrong. We are in an ambush. Prepare yourself.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
Quick shout out to Gorion. Excellent voice acting here. He totally sounds the way a powerful wizard should sound in Dungeons & Dragons. In addition, great voice actor. This guy is Jim Cummings. Jim Cummings plays Minsk as well, who will be meeting in Nashkel. And also a renowned voice actor. In particular, he is the terror who flaps in the night. He is the fingernail that scrapes the blackboard of your soul. He is Darkwing Duck. He is also Razul, the chief guard in Aladdin, Scar, Shredder, Monterey Jack from Chippendale Rescue Rangers, Don Carnage from Tailspin, Taz from Tasmania, Dr. Robotnik, Bonkers T. Bobcat, Smokey the Bear, Winnie the Pooh, Tigger 2, and the Cheshire Cat circa 1951. All these characters, hugely distinctive, clever, immensely entertaining, and no wonder that Minsk is the most quoted character in Baldur's Gate. And here we have him just nailing Gorion. Never had any idea that Gorion and Minsk were played by the same voice actor, or played by the same voice actor as so many characters that I knew. And here he is just with this one final line, or I guess he's got one more after this, representing wizard style.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, old man.
Alright, opens with the magic missile on the ogre. Silly move. You should be CCing that wizard. Oh, that got him. Alright, spells bouncing off him. He's got his defenses in place. Enters Saravok. Fireball for the archers. Now, I think he could have had this fight against Saravok, but... Oh, greater breach. His defenses are down. And he gets meleeed to death.
The dawn is especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
Hey, it's me, Emmeline.
Sorry I followed you, but I never got out of Candlekeep. Those monks are such a bore. Never any decent coin in their pockets either. I saw Gorion. I'm so sorry. Kind of figured something bad might happen to you out here. How could you have known? Gorion did not even tell me. I accidentally read a letter on his desk the other day. Can't remember exactly what it said, but he might still have... It might be on his body. Anyway, I'm not going to let you wander around out here all alone. Never let a friend down. No, ma'am. Stick with you until you say otherwise, I will. Well, welcome to the team, Emmeline.
Tell me. Don't worry about me.
So she said it might be on his body, so we'll go up here to the ambush site.
Give it to me straight. What do you need?
See what we can find up there.
I know this.
I know what we're going to find up there, but still, spoilers, mild spoilers. There's a belt. Leave his dagger. All right, so we have a belt of some kind and Gorion's scroll. This scroll is from someone named E. My friend Gorion, please forgive the abruptness with which I now write, but the time is short and there is much to be done. What we have long feared may soon come to pass, though not in the manner foretold, and certainly not in the proper time frame. As we both know, forecasting these events has proven increasingly difficult, leaving little option other than a leap of faith. We have done what we can for those in thy care, but the time nears when we must step back and let matters take what course they will. We have, perhaps, been a touch too sheltering to this point. I think they're talking about me. Despite my desire to remain neutral in this matter, I could not in good conscience let events proceed without some measure of warning. The other side will move very soon, and I urge thee to leave Candlekeep this very night if possible. The darkness may seem equally threatening, but a moving target is much harder to hit, regardless of how sparse the cover. A fighting chance is all that can be asked for at this point. Should anything go awry, do not hesitate to seek aid from travelers along the way. I do not need to remind thee that it is a dangerous land even without our current concerns, and a party is stronger than an individual in all respects. Should additional assistance be required, I understand that Jaheira and Khalid are currently at the Friendly Arm Inn. They know little of what is past, but they are ever thy friends, and will no doubt help however they can. Luck be with us all. I'm getting too old for this. E. Oh. And then I search the bodies of the others. Plucking some loot from them. A longbow, or a short bow. Might sell. Long sword. Okay. Alright. There we go. The road's going this way, so I'll go southeast. Listen to those ambient sounds. It's the sound of the Sword Coast, the gulls. And who are these fellows?
Montaron, you are so aggravating. 'Tis disturbing to my demeanor.
Hold, Montaron, this young wayfarer is in need. Someone has set about thee, stranger, and you have barely escaped with your life. Izar looks to have been roughed up quite well. Indeed, I can offer you healing potions if you wish, as a token of goodwill. Well, the letter did say it's better to travel in a group. I'd be grateful for any assistance. Nothing to fear from these simple potions, and I'll not even hold you in debt, though your conscience knows otherwise. Just like all good people. I love these guys. Perhaps as payment you can go with us to Nashkel. It is a troubled area, and we mean to investigate some disturbing rumors surrounding the local mines. Some acquaintances are very concerned about the iron shortage, specifically where to lay blame on the matter. You would be useful, though. I'll not hold you to it. We are to meet the mayor of the town, a man named Baron Gaskell, I believe. Nashkel, huh? Your conscience be your guide. I would join you, but I must meet someone first. Perhaps you will go with me? We've precious little time, but it's best to travel accompanied. Aye, we'll go with you. You owe us for our time, though. And there we have them.
Tell me.
Great characters. I love the way you
Got it.
leave the Candlekeep and end up with these two ruffians like 5 steps out your door.
Oh, there, wanderer. Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
It's been nigh unto 10 days since I've seen a soul walking this road, and I've been without decent conversation since. Traveling nowadays appears to be the domain of either the desperate or the deranged. If thou wouldst pardon my intrusion, inquire which pertains to thee. Fair bit of desperate, actually. Might you know the way to the Friendly Arm Inn? I was told I might find some friends there. But I would. The inn is but a short distance to the north, and its doors are open to all. I have no doubt that thy friends shall be there, waiting with open arms. My sympathies for any hardships the road may have inflicted upon thee, though I'm certain everything shall turn out for the best. My, but I have wasted too much of thy time and said too much already. I shall take my leave, and wish thee all the best. So, that red wizard seems
Give it to me
like he's
straight.
from
Don't worry
Shadowdale.
about me.
Alright, and this is where my greedy self picks up a little something for my troubles. There it is. Cha-ching! That is a Ring of the Princes. It gives a bonus to defense.
That was a full day's work.
What do you need?
Gives a bonus to defense and saving throws, I believe. So I'm just going to toss that on my main character so we can see the results even though we don't know the actual item.
Tell me, I've got this.
Alright, we'll head up north.
Hello, pal.
Who's this guy? If you don't mind, please try to keep your voices down. There be beasties about better hearing with better hearing than we. You seem quite at home out here. What's the most dangerous thing you've seen? Most dangerous thing I intentionally went after? Stalked an ogre mage for a few days once. Had a party of me own back then. Killed the ogre. Lost the party. Not really worth the trade, if you ask me. Seen more dangerous beasties, but usually over my shoulder as I'm making tracks as fast as I can. No shame in running when your life is on the line. Off with you now. I've meat to catch.
Give it to me straight.
He must be a
I've
ranger.
got this. I've got this.
Oh wait, I almost forgot. Another treat. Pro tip. This has been here since the get-go, but you didn't always have the ability to tab to find secrets. So I only looked it up and found it once. This tiny little thing here. 1 pixel. Maybe 5. I don't know. Anyway, that ring is ridiculous.
Something troubling you?
This is a ring of wizardry, and here's what it does. It doubles your wizard spells that you can prep. So that's why he normally has 2, now he has 4. We are just going to fill them up with Larlock's Minor Drain. This is a very potent spell, by the way, at first level. Here's the numbers. What is the best first level attack spell? Some figure it must be Magic Missile. It's Magic Missile, old reliable. Magic Missile always hits for 1d4 plus 1 damage. That's good. Not great, but it'll hit things, it'll damage them. But Larlock's Minor Drain always hits for 4 damage. No saving throw, no attack roll, no nothing. Just always 4 damage. So that's good. And the wizard gains 4 hit points. So also 4 points of healing. So that's 8 points of some kind laying around from a first level spell all the time. The problem with it is that it does not scale. So at higher levels, this spell is pointless. At 3rd level, that's when you get your second magic missile, thus hitting for 2d4 plus 2. On a d4, your average damage is 2.5. So that means average damage is 5 plus 2, 7. 7 damage, as compared to 4 damage and 4 healing. So at 3rd level and 4th level, it's about even with Magic Missile. It's not until 5th level that this spell stops being the... stops beating... stops beating Magic Missile as a bread and butter attack spell. But we should compare that to a druid spell that Avengers have, or a wizard spell that Avengers have, and that wizards can just get, Chromatic Orb. Now, as far as spell scaling, this scales so much better than Magic Missile. First level, d4 damage and blind for a round. Meh. 2nd level, d4 damage and -1 penalties to just about everything. Pretty good. Not as good as Larlock's. It's a dead enemy, that's the best debuff you can do. But 3rd level, d6 and an additional d8. That's pretty good. At that point, we're looking at 3.5 plus 4.5 for a total of 8 damage, which is better than Magic Missile, also a single target spell. At this point, I would say right at 3rd level, Magic Missile, Larlock's, or Magic Missile still doesn't keep up. Larlock's is better, generally speaking, and this one is good for when you just need a lot of damage. 4th level, blinds for a turn. Now, the difference between rounds and turn, a turn is 10 rounds, 1 minute. So that's quite a while. And blind is a potent debuff. I think it's -4 to hit an AC. So 4th level, great debuff. 5th level, stun for 3 rounds, and they just can't do anything. So this is right when you get your 3rd magic missile for 3d4 plus 1, which we could also view as 7.5, 10.5 damage on average. This does less damage, but stun for 3 rounds? That's dope. 6th level actually gets worse, I think. -4 penalty to Thaco. Meh. 7th level paralyze. That's about as good as stun. Or that's better than stun because it holds them still. And then 10th turns them to stone. 12th insta-kill. So 10th and 12th it becomes a 1st level instant kill effect. And that is amazing. So at 10th level, that'll be all my 1st level spell slots. Around 5th level, that'll be her attack spell. But up until 4th, Larlox, that's where we're going for
What do you need?
attacks.
You want it? You got it.
I know that she's tired, in part due to that lower constitution. And that's fine. That'll encourage me to rest more, which I should do as a caster. So let's just rest now. And what we're going to do is, I should have gotten the quest first for continuity, but there's some hobgoblins up here that have some damage. We're going to go up there and kill them. Try out these abilities. Get in a fight, you know? Czar and Montaron and Imuin. Montaron's pretty good.
Tell me,
I really like these two. They're like the Artful Dodger and Fagin. Just a couple of scoundrels out on the street waiting to be a bad influence to the ball spawn.
Your voice is ambrosia.
So Montaron's got their attention.
Hardly worth my time.
I think, yeah. I don't want to keep the necromancer in there. So Czar, and this has always been a frustrating thing for me, he's got dagger proficiency, which is a good proficiency. Nothing wrong with daggers. Problem is, that means he has to throw daggers if he wants a ranged attack. So what I'll often do with him is just equip him with a sling so that he doesn't get in trouble. Oh, there's Chromatic Orb. It's handy. We don't need to haul everything up. I'm gonna guess we could take it to sell. I think my music is bugged. Still hearing this battle music. It's fine. I'm not too bothered. Where the hobgoblins at? Oh, there we go.
Something troubling you?
Tell me.
You know, keep him busy looting in the meantime. Alright, so we have the ring that we need. We'll head down south, turn in the quest, and at that point probably put a cut in. I think I've played enough. Don't know how long I've played. And then it's got 4 out of 12 hit points. That's a weird glitch. With Larlox having, when you use it, it actually increases your maximum hit points for the duration of the spell. Sick of listening to this battle music. Beamdog! I've got a bug to report. I wonder if you turn off the music and then back on. Oh yeah, it's still on. Well, I'm just gonna turn that off. Alright, so yeah, there we go. We'll head back south to the entrance. Go in, turn in the quest. There we go. So Larlox is wearing off and his maximum hit points is going back down. Weird how those durations work. Friendly arm in. Really should have gotten that quest first. I'm trying to make this a reasonable attempt at role-playing my way through the story.
You want it? You got it.
You're new here, aren't you? Could I trouble you a moment? Certainly, my lady. Speak your mind. Such manners. Well, I need a gruff hand for this task, so keep your please and thank you garbage for the nobles. I was robbed blind by some hobgoblins within sight of this very end's wall, and I need you to return the favor. They took my ring. That's all I want back. Will you do it? What is in this for me? Nothing. I have no gold to give you. I was just robbed, remember? You'll be doing it out of the goodness of your heart. I will do this for you. Thank you. Creatures just north of the inn. I swear I could almost see them from the upper rooms. Bring my ring back here when you get it. You'll know it when you see it. It's a flame dance ring, and very striking.
Yes?
I thank you. This ring was a gift when I set out on my own. Couldn't bear the thought of some smelly old hobgoblin having it. You are a good sort. I'll say so to anyone that asks.
Good on you if you saved the day.
Listen
What
to the
do you mean?
reactions of the others.
Goody goodies, make this better beat sleep lightly, Taskmaster. Must we be so insufferably charitable?
So, Montaron here just slips in while we're
Tell
talking
me.
about it, robs the girl
I've
blind.
got this. I've got
That's what
this.
That's what she gets for not locking her door. Teaching her a valuable lesson. Teaching her how to not get robbed. Imoen wouldn't tattle on him. Just wishes she thought of it first. Alright. And here we go. This will be the climax of the episode. There's a guy up here waiting for me. An assassin.
Friend,
You're a queer fellow.
what need I'll do
What you
your
want?
toil.
I'm gone.
Hi, friend. Not seen you here before today. What brings you to the Friendly Arm? I'm here to meet some friends. Oh, you must be whom I'm to meet them. I will take you to your friends. But first I should be sure you are the correct person. Is your name Nysara? Why, yes it is. Perfect. You are indeed the person I seek. Hold still a moment, won't you?
Yep. I'm gone.
What?
Stop touching me!
He's attacking me!
Could do no other.
Give it to me straight.
Wish I'd done that a little faster. There we go. What is this?
Something troubling
A
you?
wizard. I'd better check for curses on the scrolls. There's a scroll. Do you want to see it? I do. Bounty notice. Be it known to all those of evil intent that a bounty has been placed upon the head of Nysara, the foster child of Gorion. Last seen in the area of Candlekeep, this person is to be killed in quick order. Those returning with proof of the deed shall receive no less than 200 coins of gold. As always, any that reveal these plans to the forces of law shall join the target in their fate. Yikes. 200 coins? Well. Okay. Could be worse.
I've never liked the sunlight. Tis just too bright.
Alright, then we'll get inside.
You
Alright,
want it?
so we'll
You've
stop
got it.
right here outside the Friendly Arm Inn. We'll go in and meet Khalid and Jahira. My name is Mario. I like playing D&D. Thanks for watching.